Okay, in this lesson I want to talk about how I go about connecting phrases. A lot of the way I look at the guitar is through the pentatonic scale, and everything else is kind of bolted onto that. A few people have been asking me the sort of like types of things of how I get from one place to another on the guitar, and why it doesn't sound like a traditional pentatonic scale when I play a lot of that stuff, because I suppose listening to it is a little bit confusing, thinking, well, if he's using the pentatonic scale, it doesn't really sound that bluesy or whatever. But I like to use it in a sort of like different way, and incorporating, you know, a few notes into that existing framework on the guitar. What I want to do for most of this lesson really is just to play to a really slow click, a few ideas that I like to use just getting around the guitar basically, and then I'll kind of explain a little bit about how I sort of like come up with each one, I suppose. So yeah, I'm just going to play the first one for you, and then we'll talk about that. So it's going to be like a 120 click, so none of this is going to be like super fast, so it should be pretty easy to follow. So yeah, here's the first phrase. All right. Okay, so this phrase is in the key of E minor, just to keep it nice and simple. And yeah, so it's going to be sort of like playing against the click a little bit, so it's got like a swing feel to it. But I tend to sort of start in the position, so we've got, which is like the two middle notes of the pentatonic scale, and then just sort of move out of it slightly. So that's sort of like the middle section of, say, like a B minor arpeggio, but I'm not playing it in its full entirety, so it's like, and then kind of move through the pentatonic scale, but just kind of using notes that are a bit further away rather than just going up and down the sort of scale all the time. Okay, so descending through that, we're going to have this. So it's just going, sort of playing, sort of cascading down the pentatonic scale, if you like. So you're kind of going back on yourself, one note all the time. And then string skipping going back up. So everything is surrounding the first position pentatonic scale. It's just up to you, like, to sort of think how you can manipulate it and change certain bits and pieces, which is all I've really done, to be honest with you. So again, at a slow tempo, it's going to look something like this.